Welcome to the rundown, y'all. What's going on? It's your boy JB, my homie, brethren over here, Rag. What's going on? We're back, y'all. I know it's been a day or two. We're trying to put this rundown out a couple days after we did our episode 2, right? Yeah, episode 2.
Yeah, it's the official episode 2. Because like I said, the episode 0, that was just,
right.
you know, like we back, y'all. You know, we was off a hiatus, off of the vacation. So the episode 0, you know, was just us, you know, actually being back physically in this spot, because while we had seen each other during the time we was on hiatus, yeah, it's one of the pronunciations. We wasn't in this seat,
right. So yeah, we back after the Astro World synopsis that we did, and y'all continue actually right now. Before you do anything, hit the like button, okay? Hit the like button, put the video, like it, because if any of you know how the algorithm works, you know, it picks up on the stuff that you like, and you know, you will help us out in return as far as get the stuff out there. So as little as you think it is or anything, just go ahead right now and hit the like button on the video. Do your boys a solid. All right.
Yep. And I don't want to say if it's a way somehow we might attach that to, like, you know, a giveaway or something. Because I know you said this at the beginning of the other video, I guess the first video that's coming out. We got some merch coming. Yeah. And so when we do some giveaway, like last time we gave away a gas card, but like, you know, we'll actually have some, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we're going to have our own, you know, which exclusively is going to be for us. Yes. But we will have merch available for you. So when people, you know, will ask you, you know, like, how do I think like an executive? You know what I'm saying? What's an executive mindset? Yeah. You know, how do I keep it presidential? You know what I'm saying? Like that, what does that mean? You know, and you'll be able to tell them, because you'll have it, and then you can also point them to the pod.
Point them to the pod, man, and also you can point them to that we're on all podcast platforms again. You know, there's Apple Podcasts, there's Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Stitcher, and also, of course, as we said last week, if you want to support us on Venmo, the vitals is the Prez X. Again, that's with everything. If you want to look us up on Facebook, Instagram, it's at the Prez X, as he's putting.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say hopefully in the edit, like I'm not looking real, like I'm not. It's not. It should be at the bottom of the screen. It's gonna be right by my hand. Right by my hand.
It's gonna be right there. It's gonna be right there. So. Again, if you want to help us out, go to Venmo, the Prez X.
And you told me some, so now also, if you follow us on Facebook, you should have been getting a notification. Tell them about that.
Yeah, we're with Buzz Sprout, and so whenever we post the actual audio of these episodes and everything, it's gonna filter right back to our Facebook page, and it's going to actually, if you like the page, it's going to give you a notification of, it'll say, I guess, you know, the Presidential Executive Podcast has a new episode available or up, and it literally, it's kind of actually dope because it plays it straight through and actually gives you a closed caption too. Okay. Because everything, and it's actually kind of accurate, because you know how some closed caption stuff be kind of,
it throws it'll have something at the bottom like I didn't say that.
Right, exactly. You know, so it's fairly.
Like I said he's not boss, and it's like he's hot sauce. Like I didn't say hot sauce. I said not boss,
but those that like the page, we almost at 900 likes on that. So yeah, if you follow us on our Facebook page, it will be pretty simple. Just hit the like.
And we halfway to 10K total views. We halfway to 10K total views on YouTube. So we appreciate all of our super subscribers. Yeah. And as we continue to go forward, like we're going to give shouts out, you know what I'm saying, to our super subscribers, people who share our stuff constantly, you know, people who are always liking and commenting, like, you know, you will be, you will get to sit on our board, you know what I'm saying, or even be in the cabinet, you know what I'm saying,
right.
Because like you, I'm not gonna say we do it for you, but it is because of you. It encourages us, right? You know, to continue to do what we're doing, and we appreciate all the love and support.
Yeah, salute to that, man. You know, we know, Jess and Pat, like we're not everybody's cup of tea. Mm-hmm. You know, we're not. You know, the tea right there. You know what I mean? But we do us, and we believe we do it well. And you know what I'm saying? The people that are along for the ride, we appreciate you. Continue to hang with us, and we'll continue to do what we do. So let me go and get into some of these rundowns, man. I don't want to take too long with this, but you know how we go with that song. But I do want to keep it as little as possible. But first, I want to start with this Kyle Rittenhouse. Really, the trial and the crime. Kyle Rittenhouse, if people are not familiar, lately, that's the dude that's basically been going around. I mean, the meme and the video been going around. He took the stand and just been crying,
Oh, the little boy with the gun.
Yeah. That was him crying. Just now that's funny. I can't even front. But that was from Kenosha. And if anybody knows about the Kenosha stuff, that was a lot of things in 2020, 2021. Dealing with a lot of social racism, unrest, and stuff like that. And the kid, actually, Kyle Rittenhouse, was the guy that had the
assault rifle.
The assault rifle, and
the one that was running, like they had the footage of him running.
Yeah,
and he's looking like he's trying to be
right,
all he can be, but instead of joining the military, he decides to
do it himself,
be a part of a militia.
And, and honestly. And this is kind of what I'm talking about, Rag, you bring it up too in a lot of episodes where we talk about the jab and the stab and stuff, like distractions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I saw when, he was doing all this crying and stuff, like a lot of, even LeBron commented on, oh, he's not really crying. It's, BS. What do you, just take your stuff like a man or whatever, you're, whatever. But when you actually look at the trial and the details of kind of what happened, like, I think if me and you was in that position, we would have shot the folks too. Like this, some dude was chasing him with a gun, a loaded gun pointing, was chasing him with a skateboard, threatening to already hit him, put him on the ground. And so the people that he actually shot, I thought was self-defense. It was justified. Now, the only thing I think he was guilty of, he was underage to be holding that type of rifle. Right. Whatever you said, an assault rifle?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I think that's a misdemeanor. So if anything, I think he's probably guilty of is probably that. I'm saying that to say, I don't think this is nothing for the black community to be all up in arms about, to be like, justice. You know what I'm saying? To me, this is while the other stuff is going on. What we know with the jab and stuff, and the big picture with that. Now we're diverted over here, looking at this stuff, acting like this stuff really matters.
I'll tell you what, sidebar.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll take the jab. If you give me the 40 acres and the mule that you owe, because so neither one of my grandparents got it. So you know what I'm saying? That's 80. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like mom nor pop didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? That's another 80. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm at a good 160. You know what I'm saying? So I need mine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that put me about 200. Yeah. So I need 200.
200.
You know what I'm saying? Like from what okay, my mom and dad still living, but still I need pay back what you owe.
Please.
You give me that? Guess what? You know what? I take the first one.
You do the
I ain't gonna take all three. But I get one.
Which one?
Get one.
Which one you'll get though? The Pfizer, Moderna?
No. The only thing I'm fooling with Pfizer is like I take a D pill from Pfizer, but I ain't taking no. That's the only thing I'm fooling with Pfizer. I'm definitely not fooling. The only thing I'm messing with Johnson & Johnson is a Q-tip and some baby oil. That's about it.
The baby oil do be
I'm gonna take the McDonald's one.
The McDonald's
or the Dylan McDermott, whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about.
Right. I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna take the Mark McGuire. Matter of fact, that's the jab I'm taking. I'm gonna take the one Barry Bonds and Mark McGuire too. But no,
get your head
if you give me my 40 acres and a mule, I'm gonna take the jab. Okay. If you give me, you know what I'm saying? We already said they ain't gonna give us a treat. They ain't even gonna give us $500 bill. But I would take it for that.
I'm expecting the treat.
If you give the people that killed Eric Garner and Freddie Gray and Oscar Grant and Trayvon, if you go back and you give all them folks life, I'll take the jab.
You heard this is,
you know
this
what I'm
is,
saying? I will
news.
take the jab. If you go back and do what you said you was gonna do on paper, if you stop gentrification and redlining, I'll get the jab. You don't give me nothing a leg up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to let me in there with you.
Right.
Let me get started so that I can give me the same, let me start at the same line and let me run as fast as you running. Yeah. And if I lose at that point, that's on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But don't start me back, you know what I'm saying, 100 yards and fire the gun off and you already 100 yards ahead and then expect me to. And then in a lot of cases, I run full speed and I'm within arm length of you. Yeah. And you had 100-yard head start.
Yeah.
So to what you were saying, no, we shouldn't be up in arms, but whatever happens, I'm not surprised. I feel like if they get this nigga life or some significant jail time, it's pandering because they don't want us to be up in arms and everything like that. I feel like if they don't, it's what they've always done. Like, why are you surprised? They always do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We'll get one, you know what I'm saying? Like every 20 years, we'll get another OJ. Like some nigga will do something stupid and he'll get off because, you know, just so they can satisfy us and everything. Right. And then years later, we'll be like, maybe this nigga really guilty or whatever, but we happy he got off. But I'm not surprised. Whatever they do, JB, I'm not surprised. Yeah. So now to your point, now I will say this though. If it was self-defense, it is what it is. But like, let's say you had somebody break into your house, right? They're not supposed to be in here. So whatever happens to you as a result of breaking into JB's house, once you cross that line, that's your bad. He shouldn't have been out there. Yeah. Like, why?
Right.
Like we talked about in the other video, that's irresponsible parenting. His parent need to be locked up.
He wanted to put the law into his own hands.
Why? But again, like, what's the old Memphis commercial? It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Like, where is your child at? How come you don't know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so if you really want to teach a nigga, listen, okay, you know what? We gonna let you off. We gonna make your mama them pay. We gonna throw her up under the jail. You good because you're crying. We gonna make her pay. Yeah. And I bet these folks will stop doing stuff then if whoever your guardian is got to pay for you. Yeah. We gonna give you 2 life sentences and both of your parents can split it. I bet you stop doing it then. Then I give you a choice though. We'll like they can pay it or you can pay it. What you want to do? And you don't get to confer with them. So if you say you don't want it, it ain't no conversation. They get it. If you say you want it, they don't get to talk to you and say, well, no, baby, no, you got to take it like a man. You went out there and held that gun like a man. Yeah. You went out there and was running on camera. He didn't look remorseful when he was caught running, looking like he was in a freaking infomercial about joining the military or something. He wasn't crying then. He didn't look like, oh my God, I can't believe I just took somebody's life. Yeah. So if he wasn't there, he's not in a position to get, and then you show up. I'm not the smartest man, but like, I don't know how you can hide an assault rifle unless you're like in the car or something. If you're out and you got an assault rifle. Yeah. So again, if you saw somebody, we talked about this in the other video, somebody standing there with a gun and they pointed, we got 2 options. Either you're going to run away. What's it called? Fight or flight. Right. You see what I'm saying? Either I'm going to run away from that person or I'm going to try to get that gun from you or, you know, get you out of this because you don't look like you're on my team. Yeah. Dressed in all black, you know what I'm saying, with your gun out. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying you're wrong. No, that person shouldn't have been chasing it with a gun or with a skateboard or whatever. But at the same time, if you see somebody out and they strapped. Yeah. And you might see a little fear in their eye. Yeah. And it's like, okay, this man got a gun. I don't know what he gonna do, but let me see if I can. Yeah. Because on the flip side, what's the dude that killed all the people in church, Dylan Roof? Yeah. Nobody probably tried to take the gun from him. Nah. And 9 people got killed. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying like we don't know, like unless it's some footage or something we could see. Yeah.
I think they have footage of him, whatever, when he was being chased by the person, because the person that testified that actually he shot in the arm, you know, he was the one chasing him with the gun pointed to him. My only thing, what I'm saying is I think that if he's guilty of anything, it's having that type of weapon at that age and should hardly be tried. But as far as they're trying to, I think what you said in the last video, you said, you know, as far as being tried for murder, for what he did with that, I don't think you're gonna win on that because the evidence is pointing to anybody would do it. You know what I mean? It's basically saying the prosecutor is basically saying that, you know, the dude was over you pointing a gun, but he ain't shoot yet. So why did you shoot him? You know what I mean?
If somebody got a gun point you, I get that.
Right. So and that's their argument against. But I'm like, you're not. But you can get him for having this big rifle.
But he shouldn't have had the gun.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
And so, like, the way they do us, if you got a gun and they make fun of, you remember training day, he had the gun you wasn't supposed to have.
Right.
You getting years for every bullet.
Yeah.
They gonna do him like that. They gonna do him like, I'm just saying, are you gonna do it the way you do one group of people, or do you get the, oh, well, you're young, you know, boys make mistakes? No, let's translation. The closed caption would say, they say boys make mistakes, but at the bottom it would say, white boys make mistakes. He can make a mistake.
Right.
He was just young. He didn't know any better. If that had been you, you're a thug.
Right.
You're a criminal. You're a degenerate.
I'm the darker tone of the brown.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it's like, you come from a good family.
Yeah.
They like, you wasn't on the high school basketball team or football team. You played tennis.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Not your normal.
What you would say he's a thug or a hood.
Right.
No, they don't know you, but just because they look at you, you get something different. And that's all I'm saying. Like, nigga, if we sold dope, right?
Yeah.
They would give us RICO charges. Yeah. They would give us mastermind charges. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's, we wouldn't get out. Like, we wouldn't see our grandkids.
Yeah.
For a RICO. You see what I'm saying? So that's my, I'm not saying that, again, I'm just saying it's consequences.
Yeah.
If you're guilty.
Right.
If you do certain stuff and you did that, and he didn't deny that he did that. Yeah. So it should be consequence. Now, if that wasn't me, it wasn't me holding the gun. That was my cousin that looked like, okay. But if that's you, and you're quote unquote remorseful, you did that. Yeah. It should not be a slap on the wrist because that life is gone. Yeah. And you shouldn't even been there. Yeah. You had no reason of being there. You're not from that town. Yeah. What's your you didn't know anybody that happened to. Why are you there? He didn't drive down the street. Yeah. He drove to another city. He didn't even live there. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Right. So you went there with the intent. What they say when somebody kills somebody, what's the intent, the motive? Why would you drive over an hour away for what? Right. He was going to try to get something or do something. Yeah. There was that. But I think they need to get him with the actual gun. He didn't have any right to get that. But as far as if somebody is chasing me with a loaded gun or with a skateboard or something like that, but so you gonna get it. So, okay. So, like, again, let's say, using the same example, somebody breaks into your house and you come at them with a gun. They don't necessarily have any intention to kill you, but they're in your house, but they see you with a gun, and so they kill you in self-defense. You know, but they ain't had no reason being in your house, JB. Yeah, they shouldn't even been there. But that's not really in the house though. It's kind of like they were just in a random neighborhood. On the street. You don't live there, right? You don't live there. That's not even in your. And again, it's not even like let's say if something happened in Collierville. Collierville is in our city limits, even though it's not Memphis. It's within the city limits. It's not our hood, or Germantown. Right, it's within the city limit. Bartlett, it's within the city limits of Memphis. That's different. But now, if we drive to Jackson, right. We ain't got no reason to be in Jackson. Right. I mean, but it's a free country, though. You can go. It is, but what I'm saying is if we go strapped, and then we kill, even though somebody might have been coming at us, and it's a volatile situation, and we're going to be down there where the volatile situation is. It's not like we just going to get something to eat, and then somebody try to rob us or something. We're going down there to be in the mix. Right. And that's all I'm saying. Right. I'm not saying he shouldn't have defended himself. I believe because I would defend myself. Right. But at the same time, if I did that, if I choose to pick my fist up and knock somebody out, it is what it is. Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna say, well, they was coming at me, but did I do it? Yeah, I did it, and I gotta serve. If I did it, Now, if I didn't do it, that's something different.
Right.
I'm not gonna own nothing I didn't do. You're not gonna make me say something I didn't
that
do.
He's down there for.
But what did you go down there for?
Right.
Is what I'm saying. So if now you went down there to stop the protest, okay, but you played that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when the casino, you know what I'm saying? You make that bet and you ain't got that money, you got to cover that bet. Don't matter. Well, my intention was, I was hoping I would. No, you got to cover that where their money at, bro.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying. And so, like, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I'm just saying that if his intention, what was your intention for being down there? You didn't have any connections down there. You didn't have no family down there.
Mm-hmm.
So you went down there to be an instigator or an antagonist. And then something happened. Yeah. So now that something happened, don't say, oh, well, that would, but what did you think was going to happen? Like we talked about in the video earlier. What did you really think was going to happen when you put yourself in a situation that you shouldn't have been in, you had no connection to? That's all I'm saying.
Right. I'm with that. I just don't. I think this right here has been taking a hard left, and people are kind of just looking at this as the all.
Go ahead, my bad.
No. They people are just looking at it as in we need to be focused on this right here, but then we know what's going on. So actually, this actually kind of going into the next topic, but I'm just don't like when black people, we kind of look at this and be like, oh, well, we need to get justice for this and kind of be laser focused on this and be like, bruh, this is compared to the bigger picture. This is nothing.
I look at it like this.
I hear you though.
If we down 20, ain't no such thing as a bad point.
Message.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we don't want only free throws.
Right.
We need some threes and some layups and some steals and stuff, but if you foul me, I want my 2 free throws. Give me an opportunity to get. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Because again, if that was your son, we already know how this would end.
Yeah,
we be getting ready to put money on his books.
Yeah,
we be praying.
Yeah.
If that was my daughter, we already know how this movie gonna end. If that was me or you, we'd be sitting up here having a going away party. And that's all I'm saying.
Right.
So I mean, I'm not saying you, but I know the way. If it was somebody else, somebody who looked like us, or they thought they looked like us,
right? We
know how that movie would end.
Right. Fair. Next topic here. This is kind of funny and sad at the same time. It's where is this at? Actually, this is in Austria.
Oh no.
This is in Austria. A brothel. You know what a brothel is.
I visited one time. I was writing a paper. I was researching a paper.
If you've been to Vegas,
that I was working,
you know what a brothel
for research
is.
Purposes.
A brothel offers free sex session to Patreons who get the jab on site. Like, you get the jab on site. You get to pick and choose. The junk that you wanna. You know what I'm saying? Go to town with. You know what I mean? From the jab, like you can get that. You know what I mean? Like this is, like I said, this is funny, but it's interesting at the same time. But this it just points to just the lengths that the world and even the government are taking into their hands and making sure, how hard they, pun intended, how hard, how hard.
Gonna be, you know what? I like how when you be editing, sometimes you had a clip of me. That's gonna be. We need to make that go viral. We need to make that a meme. That need to be a meme of, you know what I'm saying, when you get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? You can just have any reaction. You know what I'm saying? When the Thanksgiving dinner, when the itis hit. You know what I'm saying? Right. After round 1 on the honeymoon, it just need to be But dude,
I'm with that.
Make sure this particular, please, when you're editing, we got to have this particular clip. Okay. And when we share it on the gram, because I already know, I don't know if you saw our boy Mystery. He reposted one of the stuff when we talk about certain stuff, but I already know he gon', so shout out to my boy Jay. You know what I'm saying? At sapiens.biz and Mystery 84 on the gram. You need some good finance stuff. You know what I'm saying? And also the Halfway Humble podcast with him and Jay Stamps, because they share our stuff a lot, man. And we love what y'all doing. But dude, like if somebody is giving away,
just say what it is. What they giving away,
nigga? If a woman is standing on the corner like offering, I've never messed with a woman that was like, just, hey, you want to get it? Hey, you want to fuck? Hey, you want some pussy? Like, no, I'm good. Cause it's just suspect to me. Now, if we get to rapping and flirting, like, yes, I've got something for free. And what I mean by for free is I wasn't in a relationship with that person.
Right.
We didn't go together. We weren't dating. We weren't, you know what I'm saying, in constant community. Like, we had a conversation, the vibe, the energy, whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. But if somebody's sitting up there giving it away and we don't have any connection, like, that's suspect.
Yeah.
Now, and not from a man's perspective, because, hey, we give it away for free. But when a woman is just giving it up.
Yeah.
Because that's just not something that women do, advertising like that. So even a prostitute, you got to pay for it. Even an escort, you got to pay for it. Hell, even if you've been liking this girl for you got to pay for it. Maybe not directly like, here you go, but like, you gonna go out on a date. You gonna pay for yourself because you got to get yourself a new outfit. You gonna buy some cologne. You gonna spend gas money. You gonna go out to eat. Oh, you gonna pay.
Yeah, you gonna pay.
It ain't free. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even if you go to the corner store to get you the gold box, you know what I'm saying? Or if you ain't that blessed, you know what I'm saying? You get you the, what's the old junk? The Durex, the Sheiks, you know what I'm saying? The little cheap junks.
Right.
That, man, them worse than the junks you get from the clinic. But you're gonna pay.
Yeah.
And what these men do, I be seeing these dudes, they be buying them rhino pills. You seen them joints at the gas station?
Rhino
like with
pills?
the rhino on it, you know what I'm saying? Or like the
familiar with
gorilla, you know what I'm saying? It's like they be like the gas station, like dick pills, like. But you gonna pay for it is what I'm saying.
Dang.
Even if you don't pay her, you're spending money to get the pursuit of the action.
Right.
So now if you're giving that away for free, it's nothing good that you're offering me.
Yeah, this
you
is
would do better going raw on a porn star. I'm sorry, and more power. Hey, y'all have at it.
Do what you do, man. I guess, but when you look at this, like me personally, maybe I've never looked it up, but just the lengths that people are willing to go through to get you to take this. To me, it's like clear as day. Like for a prostitute, like, look, we want you to take this so bad. You know what I'm saying? We want to give you an STD to go along with these spike proteins. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let's just have at it. You know what I mean? Like it's wild, man. But we on the Presidential Executive Podcast, we like to just give you the information so you can just look it up yourself. Like we've actually been doing this season. I've been putting articles in the link in the YouTube links,
in the video, right?
In the video, so you can go anything that I'm actually talking about that I'm reading here, the clips that I put up, that you can go see it yourself.
Watch it, research it. You don't have he used to sound reading Rainbow. You don't have to take our word for it.
Butterfly in the sky.
Butterfly in the sky.
Okay, no, don't do it.
Let me stop. Let me not.
You gotta hit that number.
Let me not do it.
Butterfly in the sky.
Hey man, that was a staple.
He should have been
a
Jeopardy host.
Yeah, that would have been dope. That would have been dope. So let's get to this next one, man, because we can be a little longer with that, but we ain't gonna even fool with that. Now, this one is kind of almost connected here. I want to get all this stuff out the way, And honestly, y'all, it's hard to not, with all the stuff going on in the world, it's hard to not put a jab thing in there here and there because there's just so much stuff going on. Honestly, we could probably put more than we actually put out there on it because it's an abundance of information out there. You know what I'm saying? But this next one here is children were in a Virginia pharmacy gave the wrong jab dosage to children 5 to 11.
You cannot be serious.
Okay. Basically in it's called London County in Virginia, gave the wrong cookie pack dosage to some children, worrying parents and leading health officials to send out a warning to families. Okay, so basically, and all the links will be under the video, but they were giving doses to 5 and 11-year-olds for what they would give to 12 and older. So they did that after how many? It was over 100 kids, 112 actually. Mm-hmm. And so they did this, and so now they're giving warnings to the families, like just being like, what is a warning? Like, you can't sue these folks. You can't sue the pharmaceutical company.
Man, that warning is as effective.
What is a warning?
So you remember, like when we was kids, that commercial that used to come on and they'd be like, warning.
Right.
And then the next thing you know, the next clip was a chick, you know what I'm saying? The
Right,
girl's
right,
going,
right.
and like the warning was so fast, you didn't have time to change the channel, and we'd be happy, you know what I'm saying? Because we, like, you know, I know how your pops was, I know how my pops was. Man, my dad be looking for the remote, and we wasn't trying to help him find it either. We wasn't trying to look away from the TV. We was like, you know what I'm saying? We looking, we're like, oh, he ain't gonna find the remote. It's in between the cushion. You know what I'm saying? And like that's how effective that warning is.
Right.
You ain't got time to run out the room.
Send out a
you don't have time to cover your eyes up. You finna see the girls gone wild. You finna see, you know, and then what's the giant? Oh, and you'll never believe the fun they have when Snoop Dogg shows up. You know what I'm saying? He coming there. Like that's how effective that warning is on that stuff. By the time you see the warning and realize the warning, it is what it is.
And like, what's the warning? Like, hey, watch out for your kids if they start having seizures or something like that. Like, beware. Like, because you can't sue because of the 1986 Act. You can't.
No, you can't. Right. The 1986 Act prohibits you. So if you start seeing side effects,
Message.
if you end up sterile, or infertile, excuse me. If your gun all of a sudden, you like my boy in a spoiler warning, like my boy from The Harder They Fall. You know what I'm saying? You open your gun up and just let you ain't got no more bullets in the gun, but that one for Cherokee Bill. You know what I'm saying? And you wondering like, man, I used to have 6 bullets, now I ain't got none.
Yeah.
I'm just saying these side effects are real. You know what I'm saying? If all of a sudden, man, you was just as fertile as anybody who shot the club up, man, you instantly 9 months later, you got you one coming. Now all of a sudden, it don't matter who's spraying you. It's over with. You're not having one. What happened? My eggs was working fine. Now all of a sudden, I'm cracking the egg and ain't nothing coming out. Cause side effects, we don't know.
Don't know at all.
I'm just saying.
You do know, but then you don't know.
This kooky back got people going kooky.
It's different, bro. It's different. Again, pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. This next one here, I want to keep running through because we ain't got too many. Actually, probably like 2 more left. I want to actually get into this, like the NBA. Like, you know, in the NBA now, and starting with this season, it's been some rule changes.
Mm-hmm. The foul stuff.
Yeah, it's been rule changes, and some players have been complaining about this. Mm-hmm. And to me, I was talking to MK and C Micah. You know, it was like I was like, look, this right here is going to really show me separate the elite from the great. The elite from the great. Now, who's been complaining? For one, Trae Young. James Harden has been complaining a little bit. Dame Lillard has been complaining a little bit. Now, these are the people to me that got the most benefit from these fouls, especially Harden, you know, going to the lane, you know, trying to hook your arm while he going up, you know what I mean? You know, doing that. And so if you look at his averages now, you know, usually Harden has always been 28 points and above, at least 24, 25, at least.
Lately since from his Houston days, he was
30, about close.
Yeah,
he
was like 28 and up.
Yeah. And so if you look at his numbers now, even his free throw, he usually was leading the league in free throw attempts.
Yeah, shooting like 10, 11 a game.
Yeah. So to me, I love this rule because it's helping the integrity of the game. You're not just gonna do a pump fake and then somebody, you know what I'm saying, you're just gonna jump into somebody and then they're gonna automatically call a foul. If we do that down there at Mount Moriah, what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying?
You might get your ass.
Yeah, you might get shot.
Like
you might get shot for calling that foul.
And you right on the police campus, and they don't care. Like, people get shot right next door.
And stuff like that. Like, to me, and Devin Booker been doing a little complaint. I forgot about him too. To me, these rule changes it kind of gives us, you know, our era kind of some nostalgia a little bit.
I don't understand. Like, you grew up no blood, no foul.
Right.
Which is extreme.
Right. It is.
But, like, man, and again, like, our basketball's career, it ain't nothing to, like, we not like Al Bundy talking about we played for Polk High and we scored 4 touchdowns. And, you know what I'm saying? Or we made 4 threes in the last 60 seconds of the game. We don't have no nostalgia like that, but we have went to school with, played with on teams, whether the school team or the rec centers with. I mean, I know you know Keyron and Big Todd, Jay Hunt, you know what I'm saying?
Steve Jackson.
Steve Jackson.
Yeah.
You know, like you know these people first name basis.
Right.
You hoop with them.
Yeah.
First name basis. You know where I went with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, man, Scooter McFadden, Corey Bradford, Moo, Herbert Evans. You know what I'm saying? Chris McFadden, Donald Sidney, Big Steve Carroll, man, Robert Wright. I could go down. You know what I'm saying? Even people you don't know about, Londrick Nolan, that used to hoop at Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? Man, Lawrence Kennard, like all of these guys, I know they played with my little brother. You know what I'm saying? We know them. We played on court. So I've seen people who played at the highest level. I know them. You know what I'm saying? We rap, whether it be on social media or in person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know Duke Calhoun, who played for University of Memphis, played for the Giants in the NFL.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like first name basis.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we're speaking from yes in terms of we didn't play in that level.
Right.
But we have locked arms with these dudes.
Right.
And so when we grew up, we came up, and I'm disappointed because I'm looking at Dame Lillard, I'm looking at James Harden. They not too far off from us. LeBron not too far off from us. Like, and I'm gonna say this, and I know some people, oh my God, here he go. But y'all know me, I'm gonna be me. But like, if you was on the court, like when you call a weak ass foul, what they gonna say? Man, stop being a bitch.
Right.
That's just what they gonna say. Right. We was taught playing. Don't try to draw a foul, make the basket.
Right. Yeah.
So that's where you get an and one.
Yeah.
And you might holler and one even if the ref don't call it, but you're letting your opponent know I'm messing with your head because I'm letting you know, you hit me, but I still made the basket.
Yeah.
Our goal was we trying to score. I'm not gonna leave it in the referee hands.
Right.
If I got the ball in my hands and I got an opportunity, I'm gonna do everything. They're gonna have to blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Because it ain't nothing that you can do to me. You know what I'm saying? Pushing me out the air, clotheslining me, knocking my arm. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to do something like that. Because if you bump me, push me or whatever, I'm still. And like when I used to work out, like I used to, attempt, little crazy shots when I would just be out there by myself. So when I'm playing 21 or something, somebody push me, I'm like, oh, no, I practice on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my little brothers couldn't guard me. So like they were fouling me. Like they pushed me all the time. So like, I'm trying to make the basket.
Right. And that's the thing. Like I didn't like, it was just a lot of inflated numbers. Like Trae Young would be averaging 28, 29 a game, and really almost 8 or 9 of those points are on free throws. Mm-hmm. And so now when he go through the lane and he do that little stop, making sure you try to bump into him when you stop in the lane, they ain't calling that no more. Right. You know what I mean? Which I think at the highest level when you playing in the league, you got to have some integrity with that. Like, you're not going to get these easy points.
Right.
Because even if you look at the scores now, the final scores are almost like 95 to one-on-one.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
87 to 94.
Right.
You know what I mean? Kind of like, okay, like, this is more like it. Like,
right.
But the people that are elite are still elite. Steph's still killing. KD's still killing. Giannis, the Greek freak, when he's still playing, you know what I mean? When he's not injured, he killing,
Michael Jordan's son.
Jimmy
Butler.
Jimmy Crack. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's still killing. Jokic, he's still killing. So I'm just like, stop crying, play ball, man up, do what you do, because rule changes to me are really bringing back, real ball. Because like all that stuff infiltrates down. Like I've seen people, hoop up there in LA Fitness, or it's called eSporter now. They call the same fouls that they call in the NBA. Like I said, they jump in, oh, foul. You know what I'm saying? like what the NBA does is eventually, trickle down to, amateur and stuff like, so it's like.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me.
Because if you call a weak ass foul on me, oh, don't worry about it. Next time you lean in, I'm gonna give you a reason to call foul. And I'm gonna let you out, my bad. But I'm gonna tell you when we walking out of the back, man, every time you do that bullshit, I'm hitting you harder.
You getting? Okay.
Every time.
I ain't mad at you. Like
every time.
I'm
not worried about you whooping me. And so you can try to catch me in the parking lot, but you got to be better than me that day.
Yeah.
But like, let's play. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you gonna be, we can. What's the song? Party and bullshit. We can party or we can bullshit. We can play or we can be about the BS. Right. If we gonna play, I'm not calling no weak ass foul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hand checking. Oh man, you speaking my language. That's how you hip checking me. Oh, bet.
All right. Because I think the
But
league.
you talking about that lean in crap, man? Stop it.
If I remember, it was maybe last summer. Devin Booker was complaining about people double teaming him in pickup basketball, and he was like, hey man, I'm trying to work on myself. Why you double team? When I heard, I was like, bro, like because you're dominant. Like deal with it. Like figure it out. Like he like, oh man, you don't supposed to be doing that. It was something about I'm trying to get better. You trying to get better. I'm like,
right. They're not double teaming you because you light skin.
Right. Ha ha.
Aha. No, it's not because he light skin.
Nah, it's not. It's not for.
It's because if you are the best player, we're not gonna let you
we're
score.
not gonna let you do it the whole
So pass
time.
the ball or get better, nigga.
Right.
Pick one.
Right. Like he
And Devin Booker nice.
he is nice. He's nice.
But you know what? I feel like if he would have learned how to fight through and play through them double teams,
Right.
you know what? I'll never be as good as Devin Booker. But
No,
let me say that first.
Right. For sure.
But
neither one of us. Yeah.
the way he collapsed in the finals, because he didn't have Drew guarding him every possession. Drew wasn't D'ing him up like that every possession.
Right. Not
When he
everyone.
was not. It's like, dang, like he can't buy a bucket like that. Wasn't Drew? Drew was guarding CP.
Yeah.
That was the matchup.
Yeah.
Jay Holiday was guarding CP.
Yeah. I'm with
Like
you.
nobody knows Middleton for his defense, and it's like,
Yeah. He was doing solid though. He was doing.
yeah, no,
really
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so now you got somebody that's not known for their defense, like D'ing you up.
good. Yeah.
And maybe it's the moment, maybe it was the finals, maybe it was the teammate or whatever. But like you got locked up by a dude that basically the MO on him is all he is a scorer. If he
Yeah.
can't score, he brings nothing. That was the MO on Chris Middleton. And now again, Chris Middleton could lock me up. Anybody in the NBA could lock me up. I'm just saying, you at the top of the top.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, maybe not Bill Cartwright, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. But like outside of
Bill.
that, I ain't going in the paint on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Free throw line and out, oh, it's over with. But if I get in the paint, it's over with for me. But you got locked up by a dude that's not known for his perimeter defense.
Yeah.
And you're considered, just me. I think DB is probably one of the top 5 offensive players in the league.
Yeah.
At best, at worst, top
okay.
8.
Yeah.
You talking about just ability to get a bucket?
Get a bucket. Yeah.
From anywhere, driving, shooting, all of that.
Yeah.
Top 8.
Yeah.
Like he up to me. The only people ahead of him, you got maybe your Hardens, your Kyries, your KDs, you know what I'm saying, your Stephs, but then like who else? Bill maybe.
Bill.
But
yeah,
then,
Bill,
he's right in that next tier.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he all second team being able to get a bucket.
Yeah.
But you got locked up by a dude that ain't known for his defense, and so
Right. Like I said, I think the people that are actually complaining is you kind of telling on yourself a little bit. You know what I mean? Like to me now, for me, I'm really seeing who's now I can call elite, and those that are just great players, are real good players. You know what I'm saying? Because elite players, no matter the rule change, we always said like Steph, no matter what era, you know what I'm saying, he will still put in work. May not be as much work, but he'll still put in work. But the people that are complaining,
to quote the late great Ted Anderson, formerly Hamilton coach, formerly Douglas High coach.
Yeah.
Y'all say y'all want to be ballers. When the popcorn get to popping and the hoes get to walking, we gonna see who want to be a ball. Like he would say that. He would say that.
Yeah. And this last one here, y'all, I want to talk about just real quick. I was excited when I saw this on social media running around. Our very own 3 Six Mafia is going to be going against Verzuz against Bone Thugs and Harmony on December 2nd. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I would be lying to say if I'm not. This is what we grew up on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, I think we had a conversation about this a while ago. We're gonna continue to have it because it's like we got a few weeks until it actually happens. But I think we were talking about. I said if they bring Pat,
they're gonna have to bring Pat.
They're gonna. I think
they legit need to bring everybody that's still living.
Coop gone.
No, you're not gonna have
gone.
Infamous or Coop. And so rest in
Crunchy
peace,
gonna
Infamous and Coop.
come.
But you got to have Crunch. You got to have Pat. You're gonna have to have Boo.
Yeah,
You have to have Chat.
Chat should probably make an appearance.
Now, you don't necessarily have to have like a lot of the HCP guys, because I don't know what their relationship is, unless you're gonna do some of them epic posse cuts.
T-Rock making.
That's what I'm saying. If you're doing some of them epic posse cuts,
Fraser Boy,
you can bring
Lil White.
You can bring Fraser Boy, Lil White, but like I'm talking about the joints that had like a T-Rock, MC Mac, Scan Man, like them dudes, K-Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna have to go and that's if you're doing a posse cut,
right?
But you at least need if you ain't got Boo and Chat and Pat and like, cause this is what people forget. Like you said, we grew up on that.
Yep.
Like when you say Bone, of course, you know, like let's just be realistic. Like people say, oh, all they got is Crossroads, but like let's no. But this is what I'm saying. Yeah. Like if we're just gonna go, and I know sometimes numbers can lie and be skewed, but 3 6 don't have it would take 3 songs at least to do what Bone did off Crossroads.
Yeah. They
went diamond off that single.
Yeah.
Okay. Just that one.
Right.
Just that song.
But
let's not act like that. Oh, that's your one. No, that's a good ass one.
It's a
good ass one.
It's a
but then
one.
You know people forget off the EP. People forget about Thuggish Ruggish Bone.
Mm-hmm.
People forget about For the Love of Money.
Mm-hmm.
It should have been on the EP, but it was on the show soundtrack. Remember that movie, The Show?
Yeah.
They had this because it came on at the end of the show. It was the hip hop movie that had all the different people performing, and there was a Bone song. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts, and that was when people was like, "Dang, like who is that?" Like that song was a hit off of that soundtrack. I don't know why it didn't get on that, but that song was a freak because people started saying that. Oh, it's an everyday thing. That's where that came from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that was just off that. And then, you know, even people forget about some of the other songs they had on EP. Then when you get to East 1999,
John with Tupac,
you couldn't play Mo Murder on the radio.
Yeah.
But like people that grew up with, they know that when that Mo Murder, when that joint come on, like you know, first of the month, you know that East 1999 when it East 1999, my nigga.
Right.
Everybody know that. Think about back in the days when the USA Today, everybody know, like when it come on, you know it. Don't call me Mr. Bill Collector, needed me money, know he's up to, you know. And then when they did the Coming to America joint, when they sampled that joint, yo, rich dude, mother, like we forget. Like if you play the album, you'll be like, oh, like you forget some of them songs you sing word for word, like you said. They had Notorious Thugs.
That whole East 99 album.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you can just play that joint. I used to play that joint no skip. Thing. I played that Joker no skip.
Yeah.
But then the Art of War, like you said, you had they had 3 hits off there. Actually 4.
Art of War was nice.
Because you had
I had that on repeat.
You had Notorious Thugs, which was also on Big album. You had Notorious Thugs. Mm-hmm. You had Thug Love. With Tupac. So they had a song with Biggie and Tupac.
Yeah.
Then you had
was that on that was on the same one?
Yeah. Because remember it was 2 discs.
Yeah, it was.
It was 2 discs.
It was.
So because on one disc it was Notorious Thugs, and on the other one it was the Art of War.
Yeah.
Then you had Look Into My Eyes, which was also on the Batman soundtrack.
Look Into My Eyes.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Then you also had If I Could Teach the World.
Yeah.
To be, and I forgot about the joint that was on the Set It Off soundtrack. Dang, what's that joint? I be thugging and struggling forever and ever. Boom, 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 boom. Days of Our Lives. When they was on the roof smoking the weed. These are the days of our life. So we forget. You know what I'm saying? Like they legit had songs.
The Mo Thugs thing too. They got a couple things on the Mo Thugs.
And then you got to remember, because Crazy can actually pull out the song he did with Chamillionaire, Riding Dirty. Yeah. He can pull out the joint he did with Lil Jon and Mystical.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That he killed that. Like all of their different collaborations, the joint they did with Mariah Carey.
Breakdown.
You know what I'm saying? Like so now keep in mind, and I know I went in on Bone, but like don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like I know like Boo is my girl personally.
Right. I know. Let me say this real quick.
Okay, but
I think that this is going to be interesting. Or actually, I put the favor into 3 6 hands because
more recently, you're right.
I think even as because they're both DJs. I think they know how to put songs into their cadence. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if they put Crossroads out, you probably ain't gonna win that one. So don't play like Tear the Club Up after Crossroads. You know what I'm saying? Put, one of your posse cuts or something on there, and then put Tear the Club Up, but then put, you may win it against like.
But now if
something
Bone
else
has DJ Unique with them though, because he was that DJ and like a lot, produced a lot of their stuff too. But he was with Easy and stuff like that. So like he's a legit. I mean, and he produced a couple of songs. He actually made the For the Love of Money beat, and he produced some of the he produced some of their big hits.
Right.
But so if that's the DJ, again, like you said, you got DJ Paul, Juicy J, both DJs. You got DJ Unique over here with Bone. I think it's gonna be to me, this one has the potential to be like one of the best ones.
Yeah, it does.
And as far as regions go, a lot of people from here obviously are gonna lean more towards 3-6 because we have home. We're homers
for sure.
Because
a lot of stuff is gonna hit. Like, dude, one of my favorite 3-6 songs, bro. Like, I don't think it get enough credit. Is "Sleep." You niggas stay sleep. Is it the infamous come in on the track like that?
But
like,
I tell you, no. You know what though? If they brought in Fly, Black,
now that would be a game changer.
And Skinny Pimp,
that would be a game changer.
I ain't gonna lie, cause I'm gonna tell you now. All they gotta do, cause like people forget Fly and Black was originally with them.
Yeah.
But like all you gotta do is let Fly and Black do Nobody Needs Nobody and
right.
and getting it on and let Black do South Parkway.
Yeah.
In the mix of their stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's over.
Yeah. I think
it's over.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like I said, they like Bone would legit have to bring all of their collaborations with other people, with other artists that they did, because if 3-6 was able to pull that out the hat, and then like we forget, like if Boo come out and do Where Them Dollars At, I would love to see, because people forget Project Pat had a song with Crazy Bone on it.
Yeah, on Get It Green.
You know what I'm saying? Right, on Get It Green album. And then Crazy had Gangsta Boo on his album when he released his album.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Where they sampled the Young and the Restless beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, this got the potential to be like the best one.
To me, I think this is going to be very good for 3-6 because a lot of people know more about Bone than they do about 3-6.
Right. Well, see, 3-6 as they like, you remember they had the album The Most Known Unknown?
Yeah.
I would agree with that because it's a lot of people that have pulled from 3-6 that people don't know about.
Oh yeah, 3-6 is people clone their music now. Right. More than anybody. Like if you look at Lil Baby, the Baby stuff, even J. Cole, he samples a lot of old Paul and Juicy's beats and put them up there. So
and they're geniuses with it, man. Like let's not get it twisted. Like they are geniuses with the way they construct their stuff. And this ain't being a homer. Just like because you saw how it just went in on Bone.
Yeah.
But I don't think that anybody in Bone can produce as well as Paul and Juicy, period. And
I'm forgetting they can bring out their clip too. All those songs they did with Ludacris on the Ludacris album, the diamonds in the back.
Oh yeah, that joint. Oh, and
and a lot of other stuff.
This. Man, you remember when they had it? I don't know if you was there. They did that little symposium at the church, and Pastor Mike was talking on it. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the music that kids listen to it, and he was actually reading out the lyrics to the song. And you know how Pastor Mike's talking. He was just like, and he actually was reading the lyrics. He was like, "This B, that H, let me see your P." And then he paused. And you know, Pastor Mike, if you ever heard Pastor Mike preach, he was epic with he was saying, he just stopped and he looked and he shook his head at the parents.
Yeah.
He said that. All soaking effing wet. I think some of you know what he's talking about. Oh, yeah, man, and I'm sitting there like, I'm tripping like he's legit reading the lyrics.
Yeah.
But that's why shout out Pastor Mike. That's why he did.
Like, yeah. But we can talk about this all day. But it's gonna be. What's up?
No, I was gonna say, did you see about my boy Shay Shay? Shout out to.
Are you talking about you got a new drink on
man? Shout out to Shannon Sharp. He got the new Le Portier cognac, the Shay VSOP edition.
Gotta try that.
You know what I'm saying? I mess with Unc, so when it comes available, it should be available at the end of the month.
Yeah.
And although we're not getting paid for promo, we mess with other podcasts and people who do it like we do it. So shout out to
holla at Uncle, man. Maybe he'll, let us.
Man, look, I'm
holla at him, man.
You know what? He said he doesn't always respond to every DM, but he sees them. Yeah. So I'm gonna send him a message and see, what he say. You know what I'm saying? Because I am like, I don't care if he claim me or not. Like that's Unc. I don't always agree with everything he say, but you know how sometimes you got that uncle at the bar. That's Unc though. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I rock with Unc, For
sure. So y'all continue with that executive mindset.
And most definitely keep it presidential.
Salute.
Arrivederci.
Ow. Lego.